Hello, welcome back to Baking Bakers. Today we're going to make a dessert that would be perfect for your Easter table. It just screams spring. We're going to make lemon bars. So this is a fairly easy recipe. We're going to start with the crust. So a lemon bar is typically made with a shortbread crust, so that's what we're going to make first. We're going to make it and we're going to bake it a little bit, and then while that's cooling we'll make our lemon curd for the bars. So let's start with 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, not granulated but powdered sugar, and 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. You can add a pinch of salt to this if you want, or if you prefer you can use salted butter. I'm leaving the salt out. I'm also going to use my hand mixer instead of my stand mixer. You can use your stand mixer if that's what you prefer. So we're just going to mix these 3 ingredients. After we plug in our mixer, we're going to mix those 3 ingredients. Start on low so it doesn't splatter all over. I do have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. We're going to bake this crust at that. This is going to basically look like coarse crumbs. It's kind of similar to pie dough, actually. I'm going to turn it up. The difference is that we are using softened butter, and when you're making pie dough, you do not want to soften your butter. But I still have some lumps in my butter, so it must have not been completely softened. We'll get it. I might need to smash it with a fork. So it's going to be sort of dry. And that's okay, that's what we want. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. We really just need it mixed up. So I have prepared an 8-inch square pan, and I've prepared it with flour and vegetable shortening. And I'm going to put some parchment paper in mine. If you want to take these bars out, I highly recommend doing this. So I just cut my parchment paper and left the sides long so that I could make little handles, and then I creased them where the pan is so that they stay down, and we're going to pat our crust right into that. My hands are clean, so I'm going to use them. And that's going to make a nice shortbread crust for us. Now, for this recipe, I'm going to stick this crust in my freezer for 10 or 15 minutes, just to kind of solidify that butter back up, and then we're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. So I'm going to stick this in my freezer, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I just put my crust in the freezer, and meanwhile, we're going to work on these lemons. So I just got these lemons yesterday and I'm really sad because this one is mushy. So we're not going to use this one for zesting, but the juice will still be good. So we need a tablespoon of lemon zest, and this is what I use. So to zest, you want to make sure your fruit is clean, and then you're just gonna, every time you go down, you're gonna turn it so it's only getting the very, very outside of the fruit. I'm very good at zesting my knuckles, so you want to be careful of that. And once we've zested these, we're going to go ahead and cut them and get the juice out. I highly, highly recommend using fresh lemons for this. You can use lemon juice, but it's just not going to be as good. You don't want to get much of the white part of the lemon because that has, it's more bitter. I think we have our tablespoon. I'm just going to finish this lemon. A little extra is not going to hurt. Okay, see all that on there? I want to make sure we get that. And a little bit on the counter. Okay, that's our lemon zest. Next we're gonna juice these lemons. We need about a half a cup of juice. I don't seem to have something to put the juice in. Need another bowl. This will do. I have this little juicer that I've had forever. Oh, now I need a knife. Good night. All right, I'm gonna cut them in half. Smells so good. And I'm just gonna twist it on that juicer. The seeds are gonna collect and not go through, but we're gonna get all the juice out of there. Looks like that. And we've already got that much juice. Again, not a hard thing to do, and so much better than the bottled stuff. So that's one lemon. Let's see how much that produced. Just under a quarter cup. Now, you can see juice is getting built up, and I'm just gonna move this pulp around so the juice can get through. I'm gonna dump this pulp out before I go any farther. to hold my juicer tight with my fingers so that it's not falling in. A couple of days ago, we moved our youngest daughter to her new apartment, and my arms are a little sore. So this is a little workout too. Almost there. I don't know that we're going to use all of this juice. So I'm using 4 lemons. I would start with 3, and then if you need the 4th one, use that. But I had 4 because I wanted to use the one with the bad spot for juice, but not for zest, and I needed the zest, so I got 4 out. Didn't hold it tight enough that time. Okay. Just at half a cup. So that's the juice that we're going to use for our lemon curd for the main part of the bars. And our 10 minutes is about up. So I'm going to go ahead and put that crust in the oven, and I'll be back. I just took this out of the freezer. It's nice and cold. The butter has solidified. So I'm going to put it in my 350-degree oven and set a timer for 13 minutes. My directions say 15 to 18, so we're going to start with 13, and we'll see you when it's done. Our timer's going off for our crust, so I'm going to pull that out and take a look at it. It's just ever so slightly brown on the edge, but the center is not quite done. So I'm going to put it back in for 2 minutes. And we'll check it again. Our 2-minute timer just went off. It's getting there. I'm gonna, one more minute. One more minute. Okay. Let's pull this out. I've actually left it in for 2 more minutes. So if you're keeping track, it's a total of 17 minutes, and I'm pretty happy with that. So 17 minutes at 350 degrees. We're gonna set it on our stove to cool while we make our lemon curd. So this is also very easy. We've already prepared our lemon juice, our lemon zest. I have some flour, just a half a cup of flour, and I'm gonna just run it through this tiny little sifter if I can. We'll see. I have a flour sifter, I just don't like it. It takes forever. I just want this flour, this half cup of flour, to be nice and smooth with no lumps. Years ago, it was more important to sift your flour. Now they do a pretty good when they're manufacturing it, of sifting it. So I don't sift flour often. You don't absolutely have to do this, but I do recommend it. See how nice and fine that is? Looks so good. So we're gonna use the same hand mixer. Again, you can use your stand mixer for this if you want, but put the whisk attachment on instead of the beater bar. For this, I didn't even wash my beaters because it has basically some of the same ingredients that I used for my crust in the lemon curd, so no need to. All right, look, no lumps. Okay, so we have a half a cup of flour. We're gonna put our tablespoon or a little bit more of lemon zest in here. We're gonna put our half cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And I know, a cup and a half of sugar. That's a lot. I'm just gonna mix that up a little bit. Smells delicious. Now I'm going to add my 3 eggs all at once. We're going to mix this on medium-high until it's well blended. Some of the zest is sticking to the beaters, but that's okay. Get that out of the way. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna bring my crust over here. I did not turn my oven off because we're gonna put this right back in the oven. I'm gonna pour it right over that crust. Scrape out my bowl. And it's ready to go back in the oven. And we are gonna bake it, I think, for 25 minutes or so, 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And then we'll check it. So we'll start our timer at 23 or 24 minutes. Our timer's going off. It's been 23 minutes. Definitely too jiggly. We're gonna go back in for, I'm gonna say 5 minutes. And we'll check it again. Our timer just went off for that extra 5 minutes. This looks just about perfect. See how much better it is? It's almost completely set. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna leave this sit at room temperature until it's 100% at room temperature. And then we're gonna chill it for at least an hour, but preferably overnight. So we're gonna do that and we'll come back and finish it up. Good morning. Through the magic of video, it's already been overnight. Our lemon bars have been chilling in the fridge for all night. I've pulled them out and we're gonna cut them up. I'm gonna run a knife along the edge gently. get a little bit of powdered sugar. Don't need much, just a little bit. I'm going to put it in this and just dust them well. Makes them pretty. You can serve them with a lemon wedge or just with the powdered sugar. You want to store them in the refrigerator for 4 or 5 days if you need to. Okay, that's enough of that. Get this off of this paper. Looks perfect. I hope you make this for your family this Easter or this spring, and I hope that they enjoy it as much as we do. Until next time, have a blessed day, and we'll see you again soon.